Today, I'm Acting Chief Manager Quality Assurance. I work in Quality Assurance Division, and our directorate is Quality Assurance and Inspection. That is in terms of structure. But basically what quality assurance means in a layman language or in practice is the systems that one needs to put in place in order for them to get a final product that is either safe for human consumption, that is meeting requirement, that is assurance. Because assurance will be starting from what raw materials are you using? How do you store those raw materials? How do you source and store them? Then you talk about when you bring them in, what kind of inspection do you carry out? All those are aspects of quality assurance. During manufacturing, what kind of controls are you put in place? The final product that you want to take to the market, how do you assure, how do you test to determine that it's meeting requirement? And basically, how do you monitor that product outside there so that it doesn't either go bad or when they are complex, you can be able to resolve them. So that is what quality assurance is. But as a department, what we do is we go and enforce standards or monitor the implementation of standards in the industry. Basically, there are many standards that have been developed. Right now, we are talking about maybe over 10,000 standards developed by the Kenya Bureau of Standards. These standards, when they are developed and they are gazetted as mandatory standards, then we need to do an enforcement. So basically, as a quality assurance department, what we will do, first of all, we want to make sure that the industry understands the requirement. And so one aspect of it, of assuring ourselves, is to make sure we disseminate those standards to these people so that they can understand. So that you tell them this bread is supposed to be this way. They have an understanding because already somebody has told them about standards. Then if you want to say somebody wants to release that commodity in the market and it needs to be tested, it must be tested based on a requirement of a standard. And so any evaluation that we do, we'll do it based on does it meet requirement or not. And finally, any certification that we do, because we say we do product certification, is a certification saying that we have tested this product, we have evaluated the manufacturing processes, and we are sure, we are certain, after all the process that we looked at, we are sure that the product is meeting the requirement. Then we say we allow you to display our mark, what is called the standardization mark. So, and we are saying that the clients need to notify Kenya Bureau of Standards of their intention to manufacture. And when KEBS is certified, then we grant them the standardization mark. It is important for me to point out that product certification is part of the conformity assessment. And as all of us will know, as the people outside then will know, that conformity assessment process or the establishment of the Kenya Bureau of Standards under the Standards Act. Basically, we are doing two things. There is a standardization where we write standards, and the standards are the basis of our certification. Of course, we also have metrology, that is the science of measurement, whereby equipments are calibrated so that any measurement that you do concerning your product, then you can be able to be sure that it's accurate. If you are talking of pH, is it the right pH? The other aspect, the third of it, is conformity assessment. Conformity assessment has several things. Has an inspection aspect, so we carry out inspection. Has testing aspect, Kenya Bureau of Standards carry out testing, and has what we call product certification, is part of the conformity assessment, that matrix. So for the conformity assessment, which is product certification part of it, is the process. We have 4 steps, and these steps are guided in our procedures and as guided as per the requirement of IEC 17065. That is the guideline for conformity for bodies that are doing product certification. The process will start with an application. Remember, the law says you must notify. And for you to notify us, we say you submit an application. You go to our portal, that is www.kebs.org. The manufacturer would select online services, and then there is KEBS. That is KEBS services, that is KEBS Information Management System, and that is where you're going to make an application. Once the clients enter to that portal, the application has been made simple because a manual, a user guide is already provided. So the applicant can navigate there and apply. If they are unable to do it, then we have the front office. That is where they can go and they can be assisted. But basically, you manufacture, you go there, you make your application, submit your application by registering first to the application, and then you indicate the product, the commodity that you are manufacturing. Because for us, it is important to know the commodity because we know which standard we are going to evaluate you against. Then you make the payment, and here I want to say that for the payments we have, Kenya Bureau of Standards is committed to supporting MSMEs, that is micro, small, and medium enterprises. And even in our certification process, the payment that the manufacturer will do for an application for an MSME is very discounted at a cost of $11,600. Then we can certify 3 of their products. So basically, we are talking about Kenya Bureau of Standards having a mind and considering the MSMEs. If you are medium enterprises, then your application, you submit 3 applications at a fee of $23,200. For large manufacturers, then the application, there will be an inspection fee of $46,400, so you can imagine. And then there is a permit fee of $17,400. So in quality assurance, as you said, we have 3 quality marks. These quality marks are either the standardization mark. The standardization mark, we say, is the foundation mark, is the mandatory mark of quality. We also have another mark we call the food fortification logo. The food fortification logo is a mark that we are giving on behalf of the Ministry of Health. The issue here is food fortification is addition of mineral nutrients in a food, so that can be able to elevate or to remove the issue of deficiency of micronutrients. Then we also have what we call the diamond mark of quality. That is the mark of excellence. We call it the mark of excellence. We are saying, yes, I met the requirement, basic requirement of the standards. I have a management system that I'm implementing. I am able to do recall if there is any recall to be done, to investigate complaints. I love this place. I love working for Kenya Bureau of Standards. I've seen the way it transforms people. I've seen manufacturers that have come at the Kenya Bureau of Standards wakiwa tuna product moja mbili. I've seen them grow because of the support and that we have given them at the Kenya Bureau of Standards. And this gives you a lot of joy to wake up in the morning, do any review that I need to do for a manufacturer to support them. And if there is something that I need to do to stop something from happening, a manufacturer, I will also be able to do it with joy, because one thing I want to see is that I want to make sure that when I serve in this office, I facilitate trade. My name is John Kabue. I'm proudly KEBS.